I am done.
Honey,
Done with it. I'm done.
I want to go back home. I want to go back to my children. This is ridiculous. Like, you can't turn her to a housewife. That's what's going on.
Hello everybody, welcome to TLC's 90-Day Fiancé show. Please click on the subscribe button and give this episode a thumbs up. According to teasers for 90-Day Fiancé, Shekinah Garner and Sarper are struggling together, and it may be her daughter's fault. Shekinah's daughter attends boarding school and occasionally takes a few weeks off. Shekinah would return to the United States to visit her at that time. The fact that she didn't live with her daughter and wasn't caring for her has always struck her admirers as strange. But how will her daughter get along with him now that Sarper is relocating to the US, and will their relationship be in jeopardy if she doesn't? Let's examine what we can anticipate in more detail. The problems in relationships. Shekinah was aware that she and Sarper could not live in Turkey. Shekinah would only stay with Sarper if he moved to the US, even if he didn't want to. Some fans believed Sarper and Shekinah wouldn't make it this far because of their ups and downs throughout their time on the show. Shekinah found it difficult to deal with Sarper's pride in having slept with thousands of women during his lifetime. In order to avoid thinking about him with other ladies, she urged him to replace his furniture. She urged him to repent and commit himself solely to her. Since they began dating, he has changed significantly, but will Shekinah be swayed by her daughter's perception of him? Sarper and Shekinah's daughter. How will things work with Shekinah's kid, Sophie, now that Sarper has his visa and is able to reside in the US? In the most recent 90-Day Fiancé clip, it appears like Sarper and Sophie won't get along right away. Sarper and Shekinah's relationship may evolve as a result of the apparent tension between them. Shekinah is hoping Sarper will have a positive effect on her daughter. She wants her kid to accept Sarper in her life and realize that her relationship is healthy. "My daughter already has a negative impression of you from my family," Shekinah said to Sarper. "I can't marry someone she doesn't like, that's my daughter, so you really need to consider what you say." What is going to happen between Sophie and Sarper? Will he leave a positive impression? According to teasers for 90-Day Fiancé, The Last Resort, Biniyam Schreiber has begun disclosing certain adjustments to his work since announcing his divorce from Ariella Weinberg. In Las Vegas, Nevada, Biniyam has been performing and dancing. She even made an appearance at the Super Bowl halftime performance. Let's examine Biniyam's current actions in more detail. The most recent career updates from Biniyam. Biniyam made the decision to remain in the US even after Ariella determined that they needed a divorce. They have a son together and they must be both in his life. All of their major problems began when Ariella discovered that Biniyam had been unfaithful to her. When Biniyam made an appearance at the Super Bowl halftime show, his admirers were ecstatic about this significant moment in his career. Biniyam recently revealed that he has begun working as a personal trainer. He shared with his audience his love of martial arts, sports, and circus work. Biniyam keeps moving forward without a doubt. Biniyam works hard, and he wants his admirers to know that he will not give up until he can demonstrate that he is a good provider and parent. He expressed his excitement to his supporters about his new career. He advised his followers to DM him if they were in the market for a personal trainer. He assured his fans that they could work with him to build strength, endurance, and confidence. He said that this year, he would like to assist his supporters in reaching their fitness objectives. He also included a few of his workout vids in the post. He wants his followers to understand that they can achieve all of their objectives by banding together. According to the show, Ariella and Biniyam are currently split, although some viewers believe they may have reconciled. Fans speculate that they might be getting back together because she was so outspoken on social media about how delighted she was to see him at the Super Bowl. According to spoilers on 90-Day Fiancé, fans believe Joey and Magda may have broken up. They revealed their love story in the last season of the show, but Magda struggled with trust. In his younger days, Joey was a bit of a player and had slept with many women, some of whom he still sees now. After he came clean about some of the women he had dated, Magda continued to expose his deceptions. Let's examine their relationship more closely and see if their breakup is real. Their 90-Day Fiancé experience. Joey and Magda displayed some of their problems while they were on the show. Joey claimed to have forgotten his passport, but in reality, he had forgotten bottles of alcohol, which is why he nearly missed his trip. Only a few days after they connected, he cheated on Magda, but he didn't tell her about it. Although Joey didn't understand Magda's reluctance to have an intimate relationship with him, it appeared that she was following her gut. Joey became worried after learning more about Magda because she had already moved for a man after just a few weeks of dating him. He began to wonder if she was manipulating him to obtain a green card. They were still together when the tell-all aired, but they weren't engaged and didn't agree on many things. Are they done? Fans are certain that Joey and Magda are no longer together after seeing some recent social media posts. It appears that they are no longer following one another, since Joey has taken her name off of any posts that included them both. According to what viewers have seen on Instagram, Joey is done with her, despite speculations that they were still dating and filming for a future season of the show. As they continue to rule 90 Day Fiancé, are Shekinah Garner and Sarper gaining popularity among viewers? They have now made it to the main show after appearing on previous spin-offs. Are viewers' opinions of them shifting as a result of witnessing their efforts to immigrate to the United States? For more information, continue reading. 90 Day partner are Sarper and Shekinah gaining favor with fans? Sarper and Shekinah Garner previously appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way for 2 seasons. She was going back and forth between America and Turkey at the time. Fans were unhappy with Sarper's domineering demeanor, but it also demonstrated the couple's growth. When he saw Shekinah in the gym with a lollipop, he immediately tore it out of her mouth because he wanted her to maintain a specific weight. It felt like she couldn't be herself, which was really unsettling. Things have since changed, and Sarper was granted a visa to enter the United States. While Shekinah is afraid he won't leave a positive impact on her daughter, Sophie, he is anxious about leaving his family behind in Turkey. Despite attending a boarding school, Sophie is granted a week vacation every 5 weeks. Shekinah therefore desires that Sophie see her in a happy and fulfilling relationship. Sarper stated that he would simply be himself and, in the worst situation, go home. Are people growing more fond of the couple after seeing them on a new song and how they have endured for a while? This 90 Day Fiancé couple doesn't seem to be popular with everyone. The OP expressed the following sentiment in a Reddit topic that was begun with the "Is it 60% of these two this season? Thank you, but no." Did other followers share their sentiments, or were they beginning to connect with them? For the past 2 seasons that they have been on, I have been fast-forwarding every segment. These blow-up dolls are of no interest to anyone. Can they change the views of fans? Can Shekinah Garner and Sarper improve how fans feel about them, or is the 90 Day Fiancé community determined on loathing them? They may have become weary of the pair's story after years of watching them. Some fans did, however, think they were superior to some of the other cast members from season 11. They even have a greater affection for Sarper. Compared to the throuple, they are completely superior. I'm tired of Gino and Jasmine, so I like this instead. I genuinely like Sarper, and I have come to enjoy him. Although the first season was a complete farce, they have made great progress. Unfortunately, a lot of other people had had enough and were fed up with them. At the same time, the season has been poor overall rather than just Sarper and Shekinah. Perhaps last season was simply too lucky. I'm bored with all the couples this time around since they were all so entertaining and messy. To be honest, this season has been rather dull thus far. In a scene from 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort's Monday, March 3 episode, Darcy Silva surprises her twin, Stacey Silva. The fact that Darcy is close to Stacey's husband, Florian Sukic, has caused some problems. Things are now emerging, and they're not good at all. For further information, continue reading. Darcy Silva makes a startling disclosure about Stacey. Florian Sukic made an effort to become close to Stacey Silva's twin sister, Darcy Silva, as soon as he arrived in America from Albania. He was very protective of her and her feelings, just as he was with Stacey, because he saw her as his sister and his family. Darcy only felt truly betrayed by her brother-in-law when he asked Georgi Rusev, her ex-fiancé, to be his best man. She was completely caught off guard by the scenario and was unaware that he had done so. Everyone was unaware that Georgi and Darcy had been having an affair behind their backs. Things are not going well for Florian and Stacey, although Darcy and Georgi did get back together and get married. The Last Resort, a 90-day spin-off, was created since it seems that he may be cheating on his wife. Every marriage is having difficulties with disclosing personal information. Darcy has now joined Stacy in revealing her sister's secret. She appears to be more aware of Florian's adultery than she may have previously admitted. People claims that Darcy tells tales of an exciting night out. Georgie and Darcy Silva had apparently gone out one night. After they saw Florian come, things took a turn for the worse. "We are lifelong twins, and I will always be there for you because I love you. I would want to inform you that a few weeks back, Lauren, my husband, Georgie, and I were out one evening and witnessed Florian leaving with two blondes." Darcy makes an effort to defend Florian by claiming that she attempted to think the best of him and that he was merely taking the women outside. Regretfully, the story was not over yet. Georgie is at the same bar that Florian was with those two girls tonight, and one of the girls he left with that night said something to Georgie. Florian has acted like a bad boy. The awful news is delivered by Darcy Silva, who adds that the woman approached Georgie with a message for Florian. Stacy Silva is killed because she wanted to thank him for bringing her home. Darcy knew she couldn't hide it, even though a sister doesn't want to hear it. When the Last Resort fans viewed this clip, were they taken aback? Who did they blame for all of this, more importantly? Georgie wasn't stirring the pot. Face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy. So you didn't stop him or ask him what he was doing when you suddenly saw him leave with two blondes? In the process of having her back? Why do it on TV, and why not tell her sooner? This Florian hasn't been doing this for years, in my opinion. Fans were perplexed, even though Florian's actions don't seem to be new. Why Darcy waited so long to notify her sister was unknown to them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Get more updates daily.